I'm already loving her character. Hi everyone, hope all of you have been doing well. The spring season of anime is upon us, and your boy is here with Spice and Wolf episode 1 review and first impression, so let's dive into it. At first we see a little girl ask a woman about the story she will tell tonight. The woman suggests some options, but the girl isn't interested. Instead, the woman tells a tale about a wolf that protected a village's harvest and ensured abundant wheat crops. Over time, however, the villagers forgot about the promise they made with the wolf, and the stories about it became outdated. As a result, the villagers stopped believing in the wolf and relied solely on their own efforts for harvesting crops. It seems the anime started from the ending point, and we will get to experience everything from the woman's story, who is most likely the female lead of the anime. By the way, this is my first time watching this anime, because I never found the time to watch the old one even though I heard many good things about it. We see the girl ask the woman about the wolf's fate. Before we learn more, the scene shifts to a man traveling in a carriage. He encounters guards and knights, and claims to be a merchant heading to a nearby village after selling salt. The guards warn him about an upcoming pagan festival and let him pass after inspecting his cargo. Arriving at a village, the man introduces himself as Craft Lawrence and inquires about a person named Yarei. Villagers mention Yarei's activities and nickname him Holo. They lock Yarei in a barn, and Lawrence realizes he won't be able to speak with him for a week due to a game they're playing. I wonder if the church is going to be portrayed as bad or something, because there seems to be some serious conflict between the church and the people who don't believe in God. Also, Lawrence is just a simple merchant, and it's quite refreshing to see such a male lead for once. Next we see Lawrence visit a man in the village who praises Count Erhendat's influence on the village's successful harvests. They discuss Yarei, with the man acknowledging Yarei's contribution and Lawrence's influence on him. Despite wanting to stay, Lawrence decides to rest near a lake for the night. There, he discovers Holo hiding in his carriage. Holo introduces herself and explains her situation, teasing Lawrence about her identity as Holo the Wise Wolf. Lawrence contemplates turning her over to the church but eventually decides to let her accompany him, hoping she'll help him gain wealth. Holo reveals her true form after consuming wheat, surprising Lawrence. However, she disappears shortly after, leaving Lawrence puzzled. He returns to the village and decides to stay the night, encountering Yarei at the dining area later on. When I first saw Holo, I thought she would be a typical beast folk character, but unexpectedly got drawn to her when she started talking, and by the end of the episode, I started loving her character. Also, Lawrence is definitely a good guy, but at the same time he seems to be very calculated, which is making me think his life wasn't easy. Moving on, we see Yarei offer food to Lawrence, even though Lawrence feels he shouldn't partake as an outsider. Yarei dismisses the superstitions around Holo and the upcoming festival, considering them excuses for celebration. They discuss their dealings in Paul Village, with Yarei recalling their initial encounters and the village's growth since then. Despite Yarei's skepticism about Holo, Lawrence reflects on his comments before returning to his room to ponder further. From what I'm understanding, Lawrence clearly cares about the villagers and has been helping them for many years, but for some reason he keeps reminding himself that he is an outsider. Also, Yarei seems to respect Lawrence a lot. Then we see Holo meets Lawrence in the room and explains her connection to the wheat, which limits her movements during harvests. She asks if Lawrence is afraid of her, recalling a past encounter where he showed fear. Holo recounts how she influenced the village's harvests but eventually caused bad ones to maintain balance, which changed the villagers' perception of her. Despite this, she believes they will still prosper without her intervention. Lawrence being afraid of Holo and then admitting it to her showed that he felt guilty for forcing her to transform yet getting scared himself. It made Lawrence even more realistic. At the end we see Lawrence invites Holo to accompany him on his travels, and she expresses a desire to head north. The next morning, they leave Paul Village together, and Lawrence notices Holo wearing one of his garments, to his slight annoyance. Despite this, he agrees to let her travel with him, emphasizing that she must contribute to their journey. Holo agrees, and they set off together. This part was truly quite cute and wholesome. Also, Holo is the best girl of the season, no cap. Overall, it was a great first episode with solid character introductions and world building. I honestly can't wait for the next one, and yes, I highly recommend you guys to give it a try. Anyways, thanks for watching everyone. If you like my video, then check out some of my other videos. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, or leave a comment if you want to say something. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram, or check out my Facebook page. Links are given in the description. Until then, see ya.